Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we will learn and try to remember the difference between verbs to remind and remember. Let's begin.
Father used to watch us from up here. He wouldn't say much. You probably don't remember you were inside knitting all the time.
I remember.
If we remember someone or something, we keep it in our mind or we bring it back from our mind. From our memory into our mind, kind of. Suddenly, I remembered that I didn't have lunch today. I can never remember people's names. I'm so embarrassed. It's important that this verb happens only inside one person. So I remember, or I don't remember, or I remembered. But nobody does anything apart from me. That's just me doing it.
Where'd you go?
I remember this time, Darlene and I. Never mind.
I'd love to hear it, if you don't mind sharing it.
Sometimes we say things like, remember to lock the door when you leave, as this kind of advice or the thing we ask someone to do. Remember to do that. In this case, we use the infinitive and we say that person that they should remember to do something. Remember plus the infinitive. So don't forget, remember.
Remember to alert the Bureau if you're going to leave the city, Mr. Wellick. And no international travel for now.
Sometimes we say, I remember closing the door. I don't worry if I forgot to lock the door. I remember closing the door. So I have this memory of myself doing something. I vividly remember Vladimir Putin being elected as a president for the first time. I was a kid and I'm 29 years old now. So in this case, we don't say remember to. That's no longer a recommendation. That's us remembering something from the past. So we use gerund. I remember watching. I remember doing it. She said she didn't remember getting an email from him. The verb remind is a bit different. Remind is a causative verb. Somebody reminds you of something or about something. So there's always a person or a thing that affects the other person and they remember.
Sir, I wanted to thank you for...
You remind me so much of my little girl. The piano is yours. I should have given it to you long ago.
Thank you.
That song always reminds me of the time I flew a plane for the first time. Or I boarded the plane for the first time. Can I fly a plane? Doesn't mean that I'm a pilot. So something reminds us of something else. Outside force makes us remember. You can remind somebody about something. Meeting him reminded me of the good times we had. I can't say meeting him remembered me. When I met him, I remembered the good times we had. But meeting him reminded me of the good times we had. She has probably forgotten that we're meeting tomorrow, so I should probably call her and remind her. So with remember, there is not always an object. So, oh, I remembered, but remind always needs an object. I always remembered to bring a pair of socks to my yoga class because I like to wear them when I'm in my shavasana. I cannot use remind here. My yoga teacher reminds me and the class to breathe so that we don't forget. She reminds us. These two verbs come up a lot with my classes with my upper intermediate students, even though they are kind of simple. There are also recall, recollect, and memorize, so let me know if you want to know about the difference between them. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.